Hey, what's up, everybody? BC here. Welcome to another episode of Supreme Being. First and foremost, this podcast is sponsored by Team BC. We are now a nationwide real estate team. If you need anything, reach out to me personally, or you can contact somebody on my team at teambcsold.com. Number two, shout out to the Modern Success family. If you're looking for more training and support from me at the highest levels, I recommend you join Modern Success. You can go to the Linktree link in my Instagram bio or go to bryancasella.com and you can find the link there. Okay. Now, let's get into this episode in particular today because there's a phenomenon I want to discuss a little bit, show you how it ties into other areas of life. And I believe that this is something that for the last, 12 to 18 months for me has really, really clicked in. And man, the benefits are just endless. And we're going to talk about them today. Now, you've heard an old saying, how you do anything is how you do everything, right? That's thousands and thousands of years old, tens of thousands of years old, I think, right? I don't know the exact source, but you've heard that for a long time, okay? And I want you to keep in mind that saying and that mantra throughout this episode, okay? One thing that I noticed, especially in today's culture, and I'm going to relate this to business and sales and everything else as well. We get too caught up trying to convince people to do things or convince people to think a certain way, right? And we do it incorrectly. You see people feud all the time, especially in the era of social media. You see it all the time. Maybe you've done it, right? I've been guilty of it before. Hater comes on my channel, runs their mouth, says some stupid, insignificant comment, and then I go back and forth with them. Complete waste of time. Okay. That's already somebody who is stuck in their ways. Now, the first thing I'm going to say before I get into that more is if you really want to do this, set up a debate or set up a place, a time, right? From a cause point, meaning you create an environment, you create a setting where discussions are going to be had, and you only have rational individuals attend. And then you can have productive conversations. Okay. Start with that. Okay. Now, moving forward, why is this a waste? Because it's a waste. It's this is where I correlate it with business. How many of us change everything that we do because of the 0.5% or 1% of people who disagree with how we do things? You forget about the 99% that wouldn't care or that actually support you. It's about the 1%. Right? How about when you're pitching your product or service? You're so damn concerned with that 0.5% or 1% of people who don't want to buy or don't agree with you or don't like your long hair or your shirt or how you dress or your car or how you walk, how you talk. Yet you forget about the 99.5% that are willing and able to do business with you. And you lose some of that business because you focus on this. How much of your energy and time is being wasted? How about emotional roller coasters because you get caught up in these discussions? And it's really that. It's an inability to control our emotional impulses. And that's what it is. By virtue of us being humans and living in today's society with so many people, by design, you're going to disagree with people. We're not the same. Okay. We're all brought up differently, right? Some in America, some outside of America, different philosophies, different beliefs. It's cool. Now, it takes a certain individual to take personal responsibility and get to the point where now they can exist, come across different viewpoints, maybe change theirs, maybe reject others, but still be a civilized human being. Now, that's becoming a lost art, apparently, because I'm finding less and less people like that. All I have to do is scroll through one of my friends' or colleagues' Instagrams who maybe are more like me and they're outspoken. And very quickly, I come across a lot of bullshit, right? People talking shit and wanting to cancel them and making memes about them. It's so stupid. I mean, it's ridiculous. But I thought to myself, because I used to go in there all the time and just talk shit back to those people and defend them. And I still do. Okay. But I do it differently. Here's why. Let's say we go in it. If you want change and you want something like the people who are commenting to think differently, or you want to create change in the world, that's not the way to go about it. Same thing with your business. Focusing on those people and trying to convince them, no, you just make yourself better and superior. And if they want a problem, just like all the people who come at me on social media, I'm like, dude, I'm not going to go back and forth with you on social media. I'm easy to find. I tag my locations. You know where I'm at. You got a problem? Come see me. Okay. And we'll talk about it. And if you want to threaten me, you better be ready. Because I'll open up a can of whoop ass on you. Compliments of Captain Insano. All right. If you've seen Waterboy. I shared on my, I believe, Instagram and Facebook, a great quote from Christian Bale. I don't know much about him, but he said, if you have a problem with me, call me. And if you don't have my number, you don't know me well enough to have a problem with me. I thought that was really cool, and that's why I shared it. You know why? These people making assumptions about you or even talking about you don't really know you. They caught one video about one viewpoint about one thing. Now it's on them too, because they're being so triggered by one thing that you said or did or whatever. But still, they don't even really know you. Same thing with a customer who doesn't like you. You know how many people I have refused to do business with me because of how I dress or my tattoos or my hair or my earrings? Not that many in actuality, right? But the ones that do, who cares? They don't even know me. I've had more people not like those things and work with me because they know me and respect me and know that I'm good at what I do than the opposite. It's an overwhelming majority to the other side, the positive side. So why do we continue to do this? Why do you continue to get so triggered seeing something on social media or Instagram or YouTube and you just have to comment and give your 2 cents? Who cares? That right there shows you that you have no control. No control at all. And it messes with your existence and it seeps into every area of your life. I just related it earlier to business, and I know all of you are probably shaking your head saying, damn, I am concerned about that one guy who yells at me or talks down to me when I cold call, instead of focusing on the other 99 out of 100 that were actually decent to you. We're just said, I'm not interested. But you focus on that one. Same thing when you're selling. Let's say you made 20 sales, but you didn't make that one. You're focused on that one. Why? Why is our perception, everything so flipped? It's ridiculous. We focus on the wrong things. We pay attention to the wrong things. And again, that's the narrative. That's your perception that then creates your reality. And that's why we wonder why we have people walking around miserable and upset all the time. I'm living in the same existence as them, and I'm winning. I'm happy. I'm enthusiastic. I feel good the majority of the time, the overwhelming majority of the time. And there's people who live next door to me who don't. They live quite the opposite existence. That's a mental condition, by the way. Same thing with these things and phenomenons that I'm talking about via social media. This isn't anything new. It's just people forget. They think it ends there. It doesn't. This seeps into every other area of your life, including business, including your personal relationships. Think about it. I just gave you a good example about business. We overwhelmingly spend too much time on that half or 1% or people that don't agree with us. Why? When the other side is plenty bountiful to the same degree, if not more. The moment you switch your mind from trying to convince the people who don't want to buy to focusing on the people that will buy, you'll start making more money. You'll feel better. You'll feel more fulfilled. Why? Because then you're not going to come across all these people who are part of a different tribe in a different camp who don't think like you. That's okay. Leave them, right? Unless they threaten you, then that's different. But that's such a small percentage. How many of you can say that these people actually genuinely are a threat to you? These trolls that talk shit to you online, or these customers that don't want to buy or call you an asshole when you call them. Who cares? They're not a threat. You make them a threat and you let them deteriorate your state of mind all the time. All the time. And it's ridiculous because, again, we have to look in the mirror and accept responsibility and say, man, I'm causing this. So I don't engage in that behavior anymore. Every once in a while online, I'll say something, sure, just to support my friend. But even my comments and retaliation are in support of them, not trying to bash these people. Okay. If anything, I feel sorry for them. Look at what they've resorted to. Trolling people online. Wow. That looks great on a job resume. I'm sure I'm sure their parents are so proud. You see what I mean? So understanding what we're going up against, or simply understanding that someone thinks a different way, who cares? Who cares? Now, if I'm going to actively get in the political realm or something like that, and I have to engage and do these debates, great. But I'm still not going to be online on Twitter and Instagram and social media, jabbing back and forth with these people. It's a waste of time. And you do that with your customer too. How many of you listening to this will allow a customer to disrespect you in person and talk down to you? Right? The proper move, just like with the social media thing, is to walk away. We're not going to do business together. You obviously don't think like me. Bye. That's what you do. That's the proper move. It's not argue with them or kiss their ass and, oh, the customer is always right. That's stupid. That doesn't make any sense. Imagine if you adopted that, like you actually adopted the customer's always right mentality. If I did that, I wouldn't do nearly as much business as I do, and transactions would be a disaster because, hey, the customer is always right. You see? You see how quickly, when I give you these more simplistic examples, all these things just crumble? I want you to picture a day next where you don't engage with the people who don't want to buy your product, or you don't waste your time with these online trolls. Don't even acknowledge them, and they go away. They see themselves out. They're looking for drama. They're looking for people to clash with. And you feed those beasts all the time. Again, they're not threatening you. They're not. I've had people make heinous videos about me full of lies. Why would I be threatened about hate against me that's fabricated, that's false? If I now defend it, I must have some sort of insecurity or there must be some truth to it. Follow me on this. Same thing with a customer who doesn't like you. Why are you trying so hard to convince them, oh no, my product is so good? That makes you look bad because you're defending something that supposedly isn't true. Why would you defend it if it's not true? You make it real. Again, on a mental level and in the physical realm, in reality, of course. No matter which way we look at it, it's the same thing and we arrive to the same conclusion. But, from the standpoint, I see so much growth that people can have in regards to this, man. And, I mentioned endless benefits in the beginning. How about just the peaceful existence? Not that you don't have the potential to fuck shit up or be dangerous or be a lethal communicator. If you want to go, if I went after these guys, I would decimate them with my communication. Who cares? The potential energy, keyword potential, is there. It's like, does the lion have to always go around biting and killing everything? No, he's chill most of the time until it's time to hunt or defend the flock and the crew, right? I forget the name. The pride of lions. There we go. To defend it. But 99% of the time, he's chill, dude. He's chill. But the potential energy, the potential to be a threat and be dangerous is absolutely there. But I'm still living a peaceful existence. I'm enthusiastic. I'm more fulfilled than I've ever been. And I'm not engaging in that behavior. I don't even have that shit on my timeline, dude. I blocked it all out on social media. Forget it. If I want to go looking for it, it's easy to find. Most mainstream media and most people are involved in drama. All I need to do is look over there, which every once in a while I might peek my head over the fence just to see what new insanity people are wasting their time and energy and focus on, right? I'm sure you understand exactly what I'm saying, a lot of you. So when is this change going to happen? Maybe some of you don't feel fulfilled in your life, and that's how you feel fulfilled, by handling people online. Well, you need to grow up. You need bigger aspirations. You need bigger goals, and you need to be doing more things with yourself in your own life and not concerning yourself with what's on a phone and on social media, because all that stuff is fluff. It's not real. And I've said that over and over, and I'll continue to say it until I pass away. So do something about it, please. In your business, focus on the 99% that will buy your product, not the 1% that won't. Think in strategy as far as reaching out to people, your marketing, your actions, everything around that, please. I don't know why we focus on that 1 or 2% who doesn't like you. Everybody does it, and they wonder why their marketing doesn't work or why their prospecting efforts aren't working. Same thing with a lot of new real estate agents and salespeople who follow me. You will grit your teeth and fight people who have no business being on the phone with you or in person with you to try to make up a sale. And well, if I get in front of them, I can convince them. Why? Find people who are already ready, willing, and able to buy, or your service or your product. Why are you wasting your time on these people that you have to literally almost force, and then they cancel on you because you're forcing the sale? This is the same phenomenon we're talking here throughout this whole podcast. I mean, it's crazy. So I wanted to bring that to light, because if you want a better existence, right? If you want your business to be better, your relationship with yourself. A lot of people ask me, well, how can you be more grounded and not be so emotional and have these ups and downs? Exactly what I described on this podcast is one of those things. It's not the only thing, but it's definitely one of those things. And I can tell you, man, you stay more in the middle than any other way with this. Now, this is in practice. This isn't theory. This is in practice, and you have to do it. And maybe some of you in person or online, you're easily triggered. Good. Spend a little bit of time there and see if you can start to make some changes. Maybe some of you are so addicted, or you don't even realize it in regards to like your business and your customers, how you focus on the people who have no business talking to you. Change that. And very quickly, when you come to the conclusion that somebody isn't for you, move on. Stop wasting your time. Okay. And you'll see over time how this will now become your new mode of operation. Life is going to be easier. Right? The customers that you work with are going to be better and more sane, and you're going to enjoy business more. Your relationships are going to get better. Your time spent on social media is going to get better. And man, it's suddenly the world's going to seem like an oyster and brand new to you. You'll be looking through a new set of eyes. This is what happened to me. Now, this happened to me a while back, but in the last 12 to 18 months, I've taken this shit to the next level. And remember, This isn't a substitute. This isn't you're hiding because you're weak. No, no, no. I'm working on myself and the potential for me to do what I want to do. Like if I wanted to flip this energy and go negative or evil, I totally could. I could handle all these haters on social media, tell people to go fuck themselves, make people feel bad about themselves because of the skills that I have. But why? I'm going to use them for the good. And you can do it too. So I'm going to focus on that section of the population that I can help, not the ones that I need to bring down. You have to understand this dynamic. And many of you are caught on the second one. You're engaged in a wrong battle for no reason, for pride or ego or whatever it is, instead of the battle over here, which is a righteous battle to better yourself and your life and your self-esteem and your confidence in your life and your existence and everything in it. That way you can start to live the life that you can look at and say, I like this. This is cool. This is what I wanted to do. How many people lay there at night if all they do is just troll people online? How many of them do you really think, right? They may front online, but how many of them do you really think are sitting at home saying, I'm satisfied and I'm loving my life? They're fucking miserable. They hate their lives. Why do you think they take out all that aggression and bullshit on people online? Like, what's the hoorah of getting a victory online and going, ooh, I got you, or oh, I had the best comment? I said that a while back. Like, people enjoy and wear like a trophy if they're like the king of a comment section on YouTube and they got the most likes. Like, is our existence as human beings so like insignificant now that our one trophy is, well, that one time on that one YouTube video that got 1 million views, I had the top like comment? Like, come on, bro. If that's your bragging, like, give me a break. You have a lot more to do. And I would almost feel sorry for you. I really would. Okay. So understand this dynamic, something you need to focus on. Again, huge changes for me, massive shifts in perspective, emotional intelligence, control, being more at cause instead of effect. I mean, it's just limitless, the potential for good that this has. Okay. So with that said, we do this podcast at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every Monday and Wednesday. You guys are welcome to join us. Sometimes I stream it online on Instagram. I will be adding some more interviews here shortly. I know you guys love those interviews. Again, shout out to Team BC. If you guys need anything, you can contact me or teambcsold.com. Shout out to Modern Success, my coaching program and support program for everybody. Live calls, events, a bunch of cool stuff. Member site is just packed with a bunch of information that I've never released anywhere else. If you guys are interested, go to my link in my Instagram bio, or you can go to bryancasella.com. Other than that, I'm signing off. I'll see you guys on the next episode. All right. Peace.